seeing gains about 4 to 5 odd percent. So that's with regards to where the markets stand. But let's also welcome in our guest for the day, Rajesh Agarwal, Head of Research at AUM Capital, and Vaishali Parekh, Vice President Technical Research at Prabhudas Leeladhar, joining us now. Welcome to both of you and a very good morning to the both of you. The first question that I'll take is on DLF. The person, he or she has not given the name, but they're holding 130 shares priced at 850 of DLF and wants to know whether they can hold or sell currently, sitting on loss of around 11,000 odd rupees. Vaishali, I'll come to you on this one since time period is not mentioned. What are the charts indicating for DLF?
Very good morning, Mahima and Rajesh and all viewers. So yes, we have seen a good correction taking place in realty stocks. But for now, I would say now that he's already facing loss, continue still holding with a stop loss below 750 levels. Because after a retracement, we are seeing that the stock is trying to give a bounce. So as long as 750 levels are held on, and if we see the stock moving above 780, this can perhaps go higher. So for now, 780 would be the near-term target resistance to look out for.
All right, that was Deepak Patra, whose question we just took right now. I just asked him what his name is. All right, we've got a next question on PTC India, and this is a question from Satpati, who's writing in from Bengaluru. He's got 5,700 shares at an average price of 49 rupees per share, and so it's an attractive buy price. He's wondering whether he can hold. Actually, no, this seems like it's the wrong purchase, right? So he's got 49 rupees, or the price is at 38.8 rupees, and so therefore he's incurring a loss right now. And he's wondering whether to hold for the long term, which he's defined as 1 to 2 years. Rajesh, on the fundamentals, what's the view?
Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Mahima. Good morning, Vaishali. As far as PTC India Financial is concerned, I think one should try to get out of this stock on every update. The fundamentals are not that great. There were news of some corporate governance in the recent past. Asset quality is also under question. So it's better to get out of this stock. There are better NBFC names which are doing well and are expected to do well in the near future. Maybe a Geo Financial or a Poonawalla would be a better choice. Even L&T Finance looks better than what PTC India is. So it's better to save your capital, move to some better names.
All right, so that's with regards to where PTC India Finance is concerned. We've got our next question from Naveen, who is writing us from Guntur, and he's asking about VST Industries. He's got 150 odd shares bought at 280 a piece and wants to know if he can continue to hold or sell. Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. With everything that's happening with regards to where GST is concerned, and one counter that will attract a higher GST is cigarettes, because it is considered as part of sin goods. And VST Industries might be impacted because of this. So your view with regards to this counter and whether you should continue to hold from a longer term perspective?
Actually, I totally concur to your views that there might be higher taxes on sin goods. I don't know whether that would be there or not. That would be seen in the next 2 days. But as far as my knowledge goes, I have seen that these kind of products have demand elasticity. So they, irrespective of the prices they are sold, they get sold. Whoever has been addicted to smoking is going to smoke. So whether it is at 2 rupees per stick or 4 rupees per stick, it hardly matters to them. It just, they might go for a lower premium brand. That's it. So yes, once the news comes in, there would be a knee-jerk reaction. But for a longer term horizon, I don't think that would matter much. One can continue to hold at this point of time, considering the fact that we have seen volumes going up in the last 2-3 quarters. So at this point of time, it's a hold, let the news come in. But as per me, it's a demand elastic market, and it will go, and the demand will be as it is in the longer term.
I'm just wondering, would you buy VST or would you buy ITC?
Of course, ITC, Alex. That's
Also, when you responded to the previous question, Vaishali was like, "मैंने कहा कुछ बोला," but then I'm going to throw it to you as well between VST and ITC. The question was from Mahima, Rajesh. So you had said Vaishali.
Every time I'm getting there, okay, I'm so sorry.
कोई बात नहीं. But I'm saying between VST and ITC from a technical perspective as well, Vaishali, since Rajesh referred to you, why don't you also weigh in?
I would say, of course, ITC is a no-brainer. I mean, technically also well-placed and frontline stock. So I would prefer ITC. But if you want to still consider VST, I think the worst is factored in. We've seen deep correction. So 250 should be taken as a stop loss if he's already bought and continue.
All right. Okay. So that's with regards to where the cigarette manufacturing companies are concerned. We've got our first caller for the day. Harshvardhan is calling us from Hyderabad. Harshvardhan, hi. A very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am. Yeah, I have recently sold all my pharma shares around 4 lakhs.
Okay.
So just wanted to know if I can invest that amount for long term into Trent or DMart, or maybe split it between the two.
Okay. You sold your pharma stocks because of tariff uncertainty going on, Harshvardhan?
Exactly. And I had some good profits, so I didn't want to see it going down again. So I sold my Divi's and Laurus Labs.
Okay,
Yes.
understood. Okay, I'll take this up with Rajesh then. Rajesh, your view, he's got 4 lakhs to invest in and wants to know if he can go ahead and buy Trent or DMart at present, or any other stocks that you would recommend him to buy at the present, because 4 lakhs is a good sum to invest in.
See, Maima, as you said some time back that GST is going to be hiked in sin goods. I think GST is going to be reduced in some consumption-related stocks, and Trend, DMart, and likes of these are going to be big beneficiaries. Taking one by one, I think Trend is an operator of Westside and Zudio. They have recently forayed into Zudio Beauty. They're one of the largest players in apparel industry, doing very well. Value retail under Zudio is doing very well. The way Star Hypermarket is doing, I think that may be a game changer because of the fact how food grocery volumes are going up. And they have said that they are going to add around 250 odd stores in the FY26. Even the valuation after the kind of correction it has seen has been quite comfortable now, I think. And for long-term investors, it's a good buy. DMart, the margins have been under pressure since last 2-3 quarters. I would avoid at this point of time. I would like to add Reliance into this, because Reliance, as it is, has Reliance Retail under its belt, which has 19,340 odd stores, and they are planning to add around 2,000 to 3,000 stores every year. They are planning to demerge their consumer goods company, and that consumer good industry has made 11,000 odd crores of revenue in first year of operations. And the management has clearly said in their AGM that it's going to be 1 lakh crore in the next 5 years. So that's a big story if you are trying to play retail. So these two stocks can be held for a long time.
Okay. All right. So the next question that we have is on CESC, which is from Arjun, who's writing in from Kolkata, and he wants to know about the next 7 to 8 months time frame. He's holding at a price of 161 per share, and he's bought about 150 odd shares. He's wondering whether to hold or not. Vaishali, on the charts, what's the view?
On the charts, I would say that it is showing some signs of correction. But also, if on the weekly chart, if I'm looking at it, 150 acts as a good support. So as long as 150 level is held on and we see a bounce coming, and if it sustains above 170, we are on a positive move going towards 180, 190. So keep a stop loss of 150 and continue holding. Or if you have to buy, this could be an attractive level to buy, because from here on the risk reward ratio is also pretty favorable. And if it goes in our favor, look for 170, 180 as resistance. Above that, you will see further strength. So 6 month horizon, I would say keep a range of 150 to 185, 190.
Okay. All right. So that's the view on CESC. We've got our next caller from Bengaluru, and Ashwin is calling us. Ashwin, very good morning to you. How can we help you?
Good morning, Alex. Hope you're doing well.
Very well. What about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good.
So, Alex, I have a query with regards to Himadri Specialty Chemicals.
Okay.
I hold 800 shares, I bought it at 655 rupees.
Okay.
So, considering the tariffs and other export-related issues that are currently going on, I would like to know whether it would be a good choice to hold on, or maybe average it at this price, or maybe sell it and book my losses. If you could also help me with Elect Cars, it will be very grateful.
With?
Electro steel.
No, just one. Sorry, apologies, Ashwin. We've got a lot of pending questions. But just to follow up on that, you've got 800 shares. Did you acquire it at once, or did you average it over a period of time?
I averaged it out, but mostly it was at the higher end only. Because I did my fundamental and I felt that it was a good buy
Okay.
at around 650 levels. So that is when my average is 655 currently.
Okay, let me go to Rajesh on this one. Rajesh, Himadri Specialty bought at elevated levels and significant quantity, and so therefore losses are being incurred. What would you suggest that he do right now?
At this point of time, it's a buy from our side.
Okay.
Yeah, if he likes, he can add at these levels. Basically, the company previously was purely into chemicals. That's both used into non-carbon blacks. So it's carbon black company making non-tire products. Now they have diversified into tires, EV batteries, and trying to make a move into FMCG also. Coming one by one, chemical as it is doing well, and a huge demand from aluminum industry. They have taken Birla tires from NCLTA, and Birla tires as it is got a good brand name. They have not OEM tie-ups at this point of time, but replacement market is doing very well. And the third, they have taken stake in two different anode making companies which are into EV batteries. So that is again a good story. Now they are going to put naphthalene balls in a branded way in large format stores. So that's the small move into FMCG too. So all in all, the numbers have been good. They are expanding well. Tire sector is looking very attractive at this point of time, even the EV. So at these levels, I think it's an attractive buy for a target of maybe 600 odd rupees in the next 1 year.
Okay, so that's with regards to our Himadri chemical stands. We've got our next question from Balakrishna, who is writing us from Hyderabad and talking about BEML shares. He's purchased 4078 in quantity at the price of, 25 is the quantity and 4078 is the buying price, and wants to know 2 weeks target from here on. Vaishali, I'll come to you on this one. On the charts, what's the 2 week target that you're seeing on BEML charts?
2 week, I would say keep a stop loss of 3,900. 3,850 would be a better level. And if all goes well, if we see, because I don't see any exceptional high volume, if this momentum continues, this can go towards 4,400 levels.
Okay, all right. So
Okay, so that's a view on BEML. Rajesh, the question is from Manoj, and this is on Blue Jet Healthcare. The acquisition price is 875. 300 shares have been purchased. What is the view on the fundamentals?
It's a strong company doing very well, especially on chemicals which are used in daily usage like toothpaste and other things for sweeteners. Expansion has been done. Whole lot of cash with them. They came out with the IPO around 2-3 years back, and the entire capex has been done. 4 plants in Maharashtra. So a strong correction from 1,000 odd levels to around 600. So the valuation have also become attractive. One can even go long at these levels.
Even go long at these levels for Blue Jet Healthcare is the view that Rajesh has. Okay, we've got our next caller. Shashi is calling us from Hyderabad. Shashi, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Very good morning. I'm holding HDFC Bank shares of 500 post the bonus, averaging of 611 per share.
Okay.
So what is your view? I need some expert's view on whether to hold or whether to make a profit.
Okay, and this is from a longer term perspective, I believe, Shashi.
Yes.
Okay, got your question. I'll take this up with Rajesh again. Rajesh, he's bought at attractive levels for sure and sitting on profits of over 1.6 lakh rupees. What's your view? Should he continue to hold from a longer term perspective?
This again is a buy from our side. It's strong bank, one of the largest across the world. After the merger, the size has become very big. Asset quality is good. And I am satisfactory, I would say. The bank is going to report around 80,000 odd crores of bottom line this year. And even the subsidiaries are doing very well, be it HDFC Agro, HDFC Life, or securities. So all in all, considering the valuation, we think for a long-term investor, it's a good buy. In short term, there are a lot of things going on, so it's difficult to say what will happen. But for a longer term horizon, by long term, I mean at least 12 to 18 months, I think a decent return can be expected from HDFC Bank.
It is working to correct those issues that cropped up after the merger between HDFC Limited and HDFC Bank on its deposit franchise, right? It's been easing out some of those high-cost deposits, and it has, in fact, been correcting its loan-to-deposit ratio. That is likely to take a quarter or two more. Malika Mehta is writing in to ask about Cipla. 1,550 is the buy price, and she's wondering whether she can add more at the current level or should she simply hold. Her perspective is for the next 5 to 6 months. And it has been moving a little bit in the recent past, hasn't it? Vaishali, on the charts, what's the view?
On the charts, it is getting into a trend, and if she's holding, I think continue holding. The appropriate level to add would be around 1550 because that acts as a very good support. So by chance, if this retraces, 1550 is the level that one can watch for. And I think once the stock moves above 1600 levels, this is ready to go towards 1700 also. So I would say yes, continue. It's in a positive upward trend.
Okay, all right. And our next caller, Ravi, is calling us from Hyderabad. Ravi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today? Ravi, can you hear me? Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Ravi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have a query on Lemon Tree Hotel.
Okay.
Could you tell me, I mean, at what levels it's a good time to go buy?
Okay, and you've got a long-term perspective on this stock?
Like 1 year.
Sorry? Can you repeat that, please, Ravi? Okay, I can't get through to him, but he's essentially asking whether he can buy at this point, at this price point. Rajesh, I'll come to you on the fundamentals because there's quite a bit that's happened in the recent past in terms of its network additions. It is, from what I remember and recall, they've basically added a few hotels, 3 new properties overnight is the notification, but even last week there was a notification about another hotel that they have added, and these are all franchise hotels. So seemingly the move towards that franchise-owned model, where you have more hotels that are operating on that model, it lends itself to a better operating performance, one would think, and the earnings from that also are sizable. They're growing at what, 30% they did in the previous quarter as well. So what do you make of Lemon Tree at this price though? It's moved up very substantially in the recent past.
So you said it right, Alex, that it has run up quite a lot in the recent past. So in the short term, there might be some amount of correction or consolidation, but for a longer term horizon, considering the boom in the travel and tourism industry and hospitality industry, I think this is a good company to hold. They have expanded, as you said, and rightly said that they are going for a subsidiary franchisee model because that's a low capex model. Not only Lemon Tree, other hotels, other companies are also going more or less on the same pattern, I would say. So Lemon Tree, ITC Hotels, APJ Surendra, these are some of the names which can be bought for a medium to long-term horizon.
Nearing its 52-week high as well. The 52-week high was 174.9 and it's trading around 170. So wondering, Vaishali, even if the charts are attractive enough right now?
I would say it's already in an uptrend. So I would recommend a fresh buy at these levels. Fresh buy should be done in decline. But I would say there is no sign of exhaustion. In fact, seeing the stock is getting ready for a new round of momentum. So for aggressive traders, I would say keep a stop loss of 160 and get into the trade. But to those who are safe, I think wait for a retracement. And the way it's going, I think it's ready for a target of 190 to 100 levels.
So 190 to 200 levels possible on the charts for Lemon Tree. All right, we've got our next question from Gul, who's asking about Bharti Airtel. He's purchased at the levels of 1625. Wants to know if he can continue to hold or not, and suggest if he can add more as well. And what price per se he can add more and average out. Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. Considering everything that's happening in the telecom space plus Jio IPO coming in, would you recommend him to continue to hold Bharti Airtel and even add more?
See, I think one can continue to hold at this point of time. Adding more would be after some amount of correction, maybe 1780, 1800 odd levels would be a good levels to enter. The company as it is doing well. The numbers have been satisfactory. ARPUs are on a higher side, around 250 odd levels. Not only domestic, but their African business is also doing well. And as far as my knowledge goes, in the near future, I think both these companies, be it Jio or Bharti, are going for a tariff hike. So that would again add to the ARPUs. So at these levels, one can continue to hold. But for a new buying, I would say wait for some levels of 1780, 1800, that kind of levels.
So that's with regards to where Bharti Airtel stands. In fact, we've got our next caller who's also asking about Bharti Airtel. Dheeraj is calling us from Hyderabad. Dheeraj, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. I have 4 lakhs of corpus fund, ma'am. So I would like to invest in L&T, and already, as sir have mentioned, the right levels for Bharti Airtel, like around 1780. I would like to ask regarding persistent systems, ma'am.
Okay.
So I would like to invest 2 lakhs in persistent systems and 2 lakhs in L&T. What are the right levels to enter? I would like to hold it for more than 1 year, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
And what sort of targets could I expect, ma'am?
Okay, got your question, Dheeraj. I'll take this up with Rajesh. Rajesh, 4 lakhs to invest in L&T and persistent system, 2 lakhs each. What is the view like?
See, Persistent is a good company, no doubt on that. Despite all the problems in the IT sector because of Trump tariffs and all, the company has done well. Order book has been inflowing. But at this point of time, I think all the positives has already been discounted. Around 5,000 odd levels would be a better levels to enter if at all it comes. As far as Larsen is concerned, it's a strong buy from our side. With the order book of more than 6 lakh crores. Companies in a strong footing. Execution capacities are there. Not only infrastructure, but also they are moving into hydrocarbon and other things. And a large part of order is coming from overseas, I would say. So they have the facility of both Indian domestic market and overseas order and a strong order book. And every quarter, new orders are flowing in. So at these levels too, I think it's a strong buy from our side. 15% upside from the next 12 to 18 months is quite possible.
15% upside, 12 to 18 months on Larsen and Toubro. We have to slip into a very quick break. We've got more on the other side, so do stay tuned.
तू ही तो है जिसकी सच्चाई वाली क्लैरिटी की वजह से मैं आज यहाँ हूँ।
गोल्ड प्लस सिल्वॉक्सी मिरर्स, ऐसी क्लैरिटी कि आपको सिर्फ सच नजर आए, चाहे कितने भी साल बीत जाएं।
जब मुंबई से वापस कोल्हापुर शिफ्ट हुआ तो सबने कहा कि ड्रीम सिटी को छोड़ रहा है। ड्रीम सिटी, तो मैंने कहा ड्रीम में तो यही गलियां आती हैं। तो जब ये रियलाइज हुआ कि कुछ बड़ा करने के लिए बड़े शहर में रहने की जरूरत नहीं है, तब लगा कि लाइफ में ग्रो किया। कशी ताई, ऐसे बॉय मिलते मुंबई में? चांस ही नहीं।
SIP करो, इन्वेस्ट करो, लाइफ में ग्रो करो। प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Tech has changed. So should your tech show.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I hold CDSL for the long term?
Buy, sell or hold.
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
Do you really know the company you invest in? What is the real picture behind presentations and claims? Is the outlook as rosy as the company claims? Know your company, powered by NDTV Profit Research. shines a light on the biggest stock market movers.
Tech has changed. So should your tech show.
Welcome back. You're watching NDTV Profit. This is Ask Profit. This is the show that gets you answers to all of your stock-related questions. And our next caller is calling in from Kerala. Jobin is calling us. Jobin, namaskaram. How can we help you?
Hi. So I had bought around 500 shares of Equitas Bank at 98 rupees.
Okay.
Now it's down by 48%. So
Uh-huh.
I just want to know if I should keep holding it or sell it off.
When did you buy this?
I had bought it around 3 months back, I guess.
Okay, and what was the thinking when you bought it? Did you buy it for the long term?
I had bought it for short term now, but now.
Okay. And when you bought it, did you by any chance, Jobin, place a stop loss also since you bought it for the short term?
No, I hadn't put any stop loss.
Okay. Let me hand this over to Vaishali just so that she can give you some perspective on this and also how to set your stop losses on an ongoing basis, not necessarily for this particular counter. In fact, I think that question will benefit a lot of people, Vaishali. So why don't you tell us how you would normally put a stop loss?
I would say actually now he's already making a loss, but right now also it is on a downward trajectory. But only consolation is that, on the weekly chart also I'm seeing a positive divergence, and even on the monthly chart I'm seeing a strong support of 50. So now continue holding, but below 50 one should exit because that would say that there is no strength in this stock. And now wait for a bounce. If you see first bounce back comes at around 54, 55 levels, and also 58 would be the next possible target. But now if you are asking me, whenever you are getting into a trade, you have to see what is your risk appetite. You have to fix your stop loss on basis of, as a beginner, you can also refer to some moving averages or something and then take your trade. So it becomes a favorable calculated risk.
All right, so that's with regards to where Equitas Small Finance Bank is concerned. We've got our next question from Raj. He's bought ITC, Crompton Greaves as well as HUL 2 days back in futures, assuming that GST rate cut might boost the top line for these companies, and wants to know if he can continue to hold these stocks or not. Vaishali, not sure if you have a view on the futures per se, but technically are the charts looking stronger to you?
We are already in a trend, but we don't, as a technical analyst, we don't play anything on news and all. But I think FMCG counter overall is doing quite well. So continue holding.
Holding is the view. All right, we've got our next caller. Sheshadri is calling us from Hyderabad. Sheshadri, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Yeah, hi, good morning. I have a question on a couple of stocks. One is the Tata Motors. I'm holding at 744 at 250 shares.
Uh-huh.
And ITC 250 shares.
Allow me to only take one question, Sheshadri. As far as possible, we try to restrict it because we won't be able to take too many questions if we take multiple stocks. So let me help you with Tata Motors and then we'll see if we have more time we can address ITC.
Sure.
So what is the question on Tata Motors though?
The question is that I'm looking for a Tata Motors can become like a Mahindra or Maruti. So I have a long-term perspective.
Okay.
Is it good to accumulate or hold for a long term? I can hold for 4 or 5 years also.
Got it. Okay.
But, what is the view?
I got it. Rajesh, the question is on the potential between the original equipment manufacturers in India, right? And ultimately, Tata Motors, the question mark is whether or not Jaguar and Rover can get out of the funk that it seems to have caught itself into. What would you say about this? Would you add more for a period of 4 to 5 years?
I would try to exit. The problem is, as you said, JLR is a big problem, despite the fact that domestic market has been doing well. They are one of the largest in EV space in domestic market, but still the numbers have been not that exciting in the recent past. And they are facing competition from established players in passenger vehicles like Maruti and all on EV space too now. So I would say exit. And for a longer term horizon, Maruti is of course a very good choice, no doubt on that. But at this point of time, I think one more stock that can be considered is Hyundai Motors. And this company has got a diverse portfolio, I would say, of the entire range of products from the entry level to higher levels, and that caters to almost all kind of customer. And that's an edge over their rivals. Their SUV has got a leadership position. Creta has been rolling the roots from the last so many years. They have taken a General Motors Talegaon plant, doing capex for capacity expansion, focusing on exports. I think this company is going to do well in the near future. They have said that by FY 2030, they are going to launch 26 new variants. So there's 26 new models. So that's the kind of prospects this company has. So I think rather than going for Tata Motor apart from Maruti, one can consider Hyundai Motor.
All right, okay. So that's with regards to where both of these counters, Tata Motors and Hyundai, is concerned. But shifting focus on the recently listed company, that is Vikran Engineering. Let's try to pull that up and see. Seeing gains of about 3% as we speak. The company got listed today, and to talk to the management about what the company plans are going ahead and what the future holds is looking like. In fact, we're joined by the CMD, who is Rakesh Markedkar, who's joining us now. Rakesh, hi. Congratulations on the listing, first of all. My first question to you is about the kind of order book that you're currently holding. It's over a 2,400 crore order book that you have. Just want to get a sense as to what is the execution looking like, what is the order pipeline looking like, and what is the success rate?
So, first of all, thank you very much, and good morning to you. And we have a good order book as of today. An executed order book is around 2,500 crores, and big pipeline is also there. We have in this September months as we targeted some good order inflow, and then. Since we were only waiting for the working capital, which we are getting through the IPO, that we all set our qualification, financial and technical qualification are in place. We have quoted a number of the projects in the power segments, including solars, and then other good pipeline is there, and we are expected to have a better results in H1. So just it is a matter of another 28 days. So once we complete our H1, and we will be announcing our results with a very good news. And in between also there is some good news are expected. So we are very confident the way we are going with our execution, what we have planned. And if you see the track record of our last 3 years, there is a continual improvement in all our operations, including our execution capabilities and execution, and then the way that the project is getting completed, and the project profitability is in improving year-on-year basis. So we are confident to maintain that same rally in this financial area as well.
So in terms of the water infra segment, Rakesh, the government is trying to push a lot when it comes to this particular segment. But do you think the headwinds that the entire segment has had, are they behind you? And do you think that going forward, this is a segment that is going to augur growth for you?
See that our major focus is on power as of today, and this year also this projection is around 75 to 78% revenue will come from the power. However, we are executing some projects in the water segment, and then that we will be continuing that, and that the water sector is also started improving, and now there is the improvement in collection also in the water. We are just limiting ourselves to 3 states, and where there is no big backlog, but slowly the funds are getting released, and then we are able to execute some projects in water. However, our major focus will remain on the power, that is substation, transmission line, and solar projects.
also have plans to expand internationally, especially in Africa and Middle East. What is the current contribution from the international markets, and going forward, how much of an improvement do you expect, let's say 2 years down the line?
See, since we got a very good the technical qualification, as of now, we don't have any presence in overseas market. But the overseas market is also equally good, and we started getting good the inquiries from Middle East, particularly from the Saudi market, and the African market is also that's opening for the transmission line and solar projects. But we are very disciplined in choosing our projects, since we are habitual at taking the profitable projects with the proper the funding arrangement. So maintaining that discipline, if some good projects come across from the overseas, we'll surely will have those. Coming to the 2 years down the line, says definitely we want to improve, because all over that market, even that Saudi market is getting open in a big way. So we are setting our partners 2 years down the line. Once we are very confident and getting profitable business, we will be definitely able to secure some international projects.
All right, Rakesh, thank you so much for giving us those insights, and all the best for the earnings as well. We look forward to speaking you once your earnings are out.
So nice, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, so that was the management of Vikran Engineering, seeing gains of about 4% as we speak, has inched up 1% since the conversation. But, coming back to the queries, we have Narendra from Bangalore who's writing in and asking about embassy developments, not developer, which was also known as India Bulls earlier. He's holding around 1,300 odd shares, bought at the levels of 113. Wants to know, he's saying that according to the recent conference call, they've acquired a huge land, and despite of that, the stock has not been doing well. Wants to know if we can add more or shift. Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. Do you think that this is the right counter to play the real estate theme?
I don't think so. There are better choices in the real estate space as such, be it DLF or cottage properties. Even in Aditya Birla Real Estate, because while Century Textiles are doing well than what Embassy is doing at this point of time. Getting a land and execution of residential properties takes much of a time. So thinking that something on the stock prices would happen so soon would be a little in a hurry, I would say. So if you want to stay with this, you have to stay for a longer period, maybe 12 to 18 months. Otherwise, there are better choices. You can move to EB Real Estate. They are doing very well, not only in Bombay. The Worli plant has been done well. They have a subsidiary called Birla Estates that they have got premium properties doing well, and they have seen huge correction from 3,000 odd levels to 1,800. Other choices may be Goddess Properties or DLF. So I would say switch to any of these.
All right, we've got our next question coming in from Gaurav Baheti, who's writing in from Hyderabad, and he's asking about Hindalco, which is what at a price of 691. He's asking if there's a potential to hit a target of 740 or 745 in the span of a month or so. Vaishali, on the technicals, therefore, is there potential for upside here?
Okay, so because if you see since a couple of days, the metal index has been on a move, and Hindalco per se has been on a good trend. So it's a continue holding with a trailing stop loss, and I think he will definitely get his target of 740 and perhaps higher.
The stop loss?
Keep a stop loss of around 700.
Okay.
Okay, so that's with regards to where Hindalco is concerned. We've got our next caller. Sanjay is calling us from Gujarat. Sanjay, hi, a very good morning. Kem cho?
Bas, majama.
All right, what is your query about?
I have bought a AUM Metallics.
Okay.
At the price of
471?
1 minute, huh?
Okay. I'm guessing it's 471 because that's what you've told our team as well.
471.
Okay.
471.
Okay.
12th November 23.
Okay. And you've
What
got
can I
100
do?
shares.
Yeah, 100 shares.
Okay. And you're sitting on profits of over 45,000 rupees right now, as I can see. You want to know from a longer term perspective, do you want a fundamental view on this, Sanjay?
Fundamental view.
Okay, got your question. I'll take this up with Rajesh quickly then. Rajesh, your view on Shyam Metallics. Should he continue to hold or book profits?
Congratulations on doubling your money such a short period of time, and still a hold from our side. The company has been doing very well. Move into our entire value chain of metals, I would say sponge, TMT and other things. They have taken 2-3 SIC units and expanding very well. Company has been generating around 250 odd crores of cash every quarter, and that's the strongest point. The other strongest point is it's a virtually debt-free company with a whole lot of treasury with them. So I think fundamentally it's a very sound company. One can continue to hold. By any chance it falls to around 850, 800 to 850 odd level, that would be a good buying point. We have a target of around 1200 odd rupees in the next 1 year.
Okay, all right. So that's with regards to where Shyam Metallics stands. We've got our next question from Mallikarjun, who is writing us from Hyderabad and asking about PG Electroplast and wants to know if this is the right time to make an entry, and if yes, what is the stop loss? Vaishali, your view on the charts. I mean, it's been a bumpy ride for this counter since the management cut down its guidance, but your view with regards to where technicals are concerned?
Yes, good opportunity to buy because we've seen the stock getting into deep oversold, and from there we are seeing a good bounce back coming in. So in my opinion, accumulate, not in one go, but accumulate, because once you see that stock signs of reversal, this can bounce back to 800 levels.
Okay, Orient Pro is the name of the counter that we're talking about next, and actually before that, I believe that we have some visuals from the all-important GST Council meet. Almost forgot about that while we were talking about all of the queries that you've sent in, but not really, because that is what the market as a whole is focused on, and so is this newsroom. What you're seeing are the live visuals of the members of that GST Council, which is, as you know, going to be debating the proposal to shift to a two-rate structure, which is currently a multi-tier structure for the GST. Simplification, of course, is the primary agenda, but today they're going to be talking about certain other aspects, including input tax credit as well as the compensation cess issue, which certain states have brought up as a bit of a sticking point. Of course, in case you did not know, the compensation cess is scheduled to end in March of 2026, and once that makes way, the assumption is that a lot of things for you will get cheaper, but certain states have in fact called for some form of compensation to extend to another 5 years. So what emerges from that conversation and from that discussion in the GST Council is going to be crucial for all of us and our pockets, obviously, but also for the companies that you invest in, because they could have a bearing on the prices. But the next question is on Orient Pro Solutions, and we've got Sunita from Hyderabad who's writing in, and she's got it at a price of 1,280 rupees per share, and she's wondering whether to hold on. She says this is for the short term, and so therefore let me go across to you, Vaishali, on the charts. I don't know about volumes for this particular counter. What would you suggest is the key levels to watch out for?
Hold, because of course today we are seeing, I mean, in fact yesterday there was a good spurt of volume, and I think the stock is also at a good support level. So I think for a short term perspective also, 1290 should act as 1280 should act as a good support, and depending on what the short term is, but even if you're looking at, say, as a positional trade, this can bounce to 1400.
Okay, so that's with regards to where Orient Pro Solutions stands. We've got our next caller. Kiran is calling us from Hyderabad. Kiran, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Before I put my question, one request to NDTV Profit Management. Is there any possibility to open like a large calls, because it's very difficult to catch you guys. If there is any possibility, it's a small request from my end to allow like a small retail investors, so that we can get it clarified from the experts. So it would be great help from the whole of the panel and the NDTV
I will
management.
convey that, Kiran, but we're already, hosting 2 hours of Fast Profit. 1 hour in the morning, that is from 10:30 to 11:30, and the other one in the evening between 7:30. Yeah. So, I mean,
but I'll tell you what, Kiran, the attempt is always to take as many questions as we can, and as a result, we're speaking with you today. And it's not just your question, right? So everybody who's asking a question, in some way, in some form or fashion, it's going to benefit you. So what I'll try to do, and what Mahima and I will try to do, is at the start of the show, and perhaps at around 11 o'clock, we will take a little bit of a broader question for you to say what your portfolio strategy should be, and how your immediate trading strategy should be. Will that be helpful?
Sure, that would be great help.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, let me help you with the question that you have for us today. What is it?
I bought a 200 shares from Sharda Crop Chemical with a price of 1096. I'm currently holding 20,000 losses. Whether I need to keep for a couple of months or I need to sell with losses and go for another stock.
Okay, I got your question. So let me go to Vaishali on the chart. Sharda Crop Chem is the name of the counter, and 1096 is the level that he's bought at. What should he do? He says couple of months, and if you were suggesting a sell, which counter should he look at?
I don't think it's a sell because the stock has been trending, and in the recent past we saw a good consolidation. My view of it being positive only gets negated below 900. So if it breaks 900, it's damaging the trend. But till then, continue holding because, and I don't think these are the stocks which will give you a runaway rally, but you'll have to patiently wait to give you a target of 1150 to 1500. So in my opinion, to lower your cost, add at 900.
All right, so that's with regards to where Sharda Crop Chem stands. We've got our next question from Pawan, who's writing us from Andhra Pradesh and wants a view on ITD cementation. He's bought 35 shares at 900 levels, sitting on loss of around 6,000 rupees, and wants to know if he can continue to hold for the next 2 to 3 odd years. Rajesh, your view on this one?
Continue to hold. Strong company, good order book, execution capacities are there. Can be considered as a mini Larsen, if not something else. So I think the kind of infrastructure projects this company holds, it's a long-term hold, and buy on diff strategy can also be applied to this.
And what is the level that you think is attractive to buy?
Around 650 odd levels.
650 if you get that level. Okay, so watch out for that counter. ITD cementation, high praise coming in from Rajesh, mini Larsen. Okay, Narayana Healthcare or Hridayalaya. I've been practicing that. And this is a question coming in from Ravi Teja, and he's asking about this. He's bought at levels of 1,846. He's asking, can it be held for a period of 3 months, and can it possibly cross that 1,846 mark? It's currently trading below 1,800 in the next 3 months. So, therefore, it's a question on the charts, Vaishali. What's the view?
Continue holding. After this corrective move, it is making a strong base at 1,700 levels. And I think for now, let's go step by step. Let it cross 1,900. From there on, you can see the stock moving to 2,000, and above 2,000, it's getting into a strong trend. So I think continue holding. 1,700 acts as a very good support.
All right. So that's with regards to where Narayana Hridayalaya stands. We've got our next question on Ekams Drugs. And this is from Mr. Gupta, who's writing us from Hyderabad. Wants to know if this is a good time to make an entry into this counter. Vaishali, I'll come to you on this one. Your view on the charts. Is this the right entry point?
Let's just have a look. Well, I don't have this chart. Sorry, okay. I don't have.
No worries. I'll take this up with Rajesh. And Rajesh, today the stock is not doing much. It's up by about 0.6 odd %. But do you think that from a longer term perspective, you can make an entry into this counter and continue to hold?
See, the company is good, no doubt on that. But since its listing is run up quite a lot, so it's better to wait for some amount of correction, maybe 20% from these levels, if at all it comes. Then only make an entry, because otherwise I think all the positives has already been discounted and it will take a long time to show some meaningful return. So it's better to avoid at this point.
Is it time for the rapid fire? Do we have time for one more? Okay, one more. Aditya is asking a question from Tamil Nadu, and he's got NMDC Limited, which he's bought at levels of 69 rupees. He's got 1,000 shares. He's asking, can he buy more or should he hold off? Rajesh, on the fundamentals, would you buy NMDC at this price?
The way this company is into iron ore, the largest mines, I would say, and metals are doing well. Long term looks good. Valuations are also attractive. They give good dividends. 90 rupees target in the next 1 year, it's quite possible. Buying more, wait for some amount of correction, maybe 10% from these levels. You can continue to hold your stock.
Okay, continue to hold. It is time now, Rajesh Vaishali, to hit the rapid fire round, and we'll throw as many questions at you as possible over the course of the next 2 minutes. The first is on Mahindra and Mahindra. Long-term views being sought. 2,990 is the buy price. Shankar Das wants to know whether to buy more or to hold. Rajesh?
Right.
Okay, Apollo Microsystems is the next counter. Raji wants to know if she can continue to hold or not. She's got 140 stocks at 270 a piece. Your view on the charts, Vaishali?
I think you're holding with trading stop loss or book partial deep overbought.
Okay, Shanmukha wants to know about Vimta Labs. He's not given me a time frame. Rajesh, on the fundamentals?
Hold.
Okay, the next question is about the GST watch list. The person, Manik, in fact, is saying whether he can go ahead and buy Marico, Ola, Ather or Dabur on the back of GST. Rajesh, your pick?
Marico. Only Marico.
Only Marico. IEX, for a period of 3 to 5 years, it's had a bit of a wobble. DK Car has bought at levels of 172. Should it be held or should it be added? What's the view, Rajesh?
At this point, I would say hold.
Okay, Vatek Vabag is the next counter. Sudhin Kumar from Ranchi has 50 shares bought at 1534 a piece. Wants to know if he can continue to hold or not. Vaishali, your view on the charts?
Hold? Is that it?
Hold.
Hold. Okay. Kumar has got a question on Ola Electric. Technical view is being sought. The stock is up quite considerably. Should you buy more? Would you hold? What's the view, Vaishali?
Buying of 58 and otherwise hold.
Okay, Havels is the next counter. Satya from Odisha wants to know if you can continue to hold the stock or not. Your view on the charts, Vaishali?
The technical target comes to 1630.
Okay.
For a trading target.
Havels has just been taken. Okay. We've got NMDC we've taken. Windlass. No. Cane's Tech. We are in fact taking. Are we taking on KYC today?
Yes.
Okay. The question is, can you kindly take up Cane's Tech on KYC, which is the next show? We are indeed today taking it up. But would you buy for the long term? Rajesh, what's the view?
Buy.
Wow, serendipitous. This question came through just at the last minute from Devi Prasad. Thank you so much, Rajesh, as well as Vaishali, for joining us today. And Devi Prasad and everybody else who's tuning in. Up next, of course, is Know Your Company. And we're going to talk about Cane's Tech, as Devi Prasad has asked. You ask and we deliver. Thanks so much for tuning in from